third award for this afternoon is our Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Mark Lalonde. Mark recently served as the Chief Safety and Risk Officer at Simon Fraser University in Vancouver. In his role with SFU, Mark led a team of over 100 professionals focused on security, emergency planning and response, business continuity, insurance and travel risk management, compliance, environmental health, and safety in support of a community of 40,000 students, faculty, researchers, and staff spread across 3 municipalities. Over the last 4 decades, Mark has enjoyed a varied professional career in community safety, security, risk management, and related public policy. This included policing, faculty at both the BC Police Academy at the University of the Fraser Valley, security and risk consulting in the private sector, and a brief foray as management in the private sector industry, and work with the United Nations in the areas of police and prison capacity development, crime prevention, as well as standards and regulatory oversight of the private security industry. Mark has authored UN reports and handbooks in these fields, served on international expert committees with the UN Office on Drugs and Crime, in addition to working with the government of the United Arab Emirates on private security training standards. Over the years, he has worked in locales that include Europe, the Caribbean, the Middle East, the Persian Gulf, East Africa, and Southeast Asia. Let's please welcome Mark. Take it away, Mark.
Thank you, Neil. It sounds like I can't keep a job. I really want to echo everybody else in saying thank you for this award. It's indeed humbling. It gives me lots of opportunity for reflection and looking back on this 40 years of professional life and what I've learned, what I've taken away, and what I might tell a younger me or younger person seeking some guidance. Also want to express my congratulations to the other award winners. It's always fascinating seeing these other professionals and what they've learned and what they've accomplished, and I'm certainly jealous in some regards. Let me also say I just retired a little over a month ago, and my retirement gift to myself was a 4-week road trip to the Arctic. I'm still on the road trip. If all goes well, I should be home tomorrow night. So I'm wearing the only somewhat clean colored shirt I still have crammed into my suitcase. Still not home yet, but looking forward to it. The road trip has been an opportunity also to just reflect on all my professional life and what this award means. Things I've learned, things I might have done differently, but also the incredible opportunities I've been given by mentors, teachers, professional colleagues over the years, and the support I've had from those people, and most especially the support I have from my wife, Dina, who's been an incredible support, and especially in supporting this 4-week solo road trip. I must say I'm looking forward to getting home and getting out from behind the wheel of the car. It's a little over 9,000 kilometers, 2,000 of which has been mud, dirt, and snow getting up to the Arctic. So it's been an adventure. When I look back on my career, it certainly has bounced around a fair bit, but it's largely been based on opportunities that have been presented that I've been very fortunate to receive, and at the time smart enough to say yes to try different things, to try some career changes, to try writing, to try overseas work, to learn from all of those and find lessons learned that I can apply to other aspects of my professional life, and provide me opportunities also to mentor others. For example, I've taken criminology students with me on some of my overseas UN projects to open their eyes to another criminal justice system in a very different context, to open their eyes to life in a very different context, what it's like to work for the UN, and what police or prison or judicial reform looks like in a developing or post-conflict context. So it's been fascinating seeing the world through their eyes, as I've also been learning along the way. Some advice I've been given over the years, and I would certainly share with others, is be committed to lifelong learning. I went back to graduate school in my late 30s, probably professionally and personally one of the smartest things I've ever done. There I was able to meet, or was very fortunate to meet a mentor, Yvonne Dandurand, who introduced me to work with the UN, and has been a phenomenal mentor over the years. Other mentors I've had when I worked at Expera Risk Solutions, Rob Burns and Royston Goldborn, just phenomenal to work with and to learn from. In my recent time at Simon Fraser University, Laura Vianto, who was a strong colleague who's now gone on to the City of Vancouver, their Chief Risk Officer, was an amazing person to learn from and work with as well. But that lifelong learning also means reading widely and reading outside of your normal discipline, paying attention to world events and what others are saying about those events, and not just relying on one source for tunnel vision, looking at multiple sources of information to make your own best interpretation of these volatile and uncertain times we live in. But also the advice I had been given and I give others is just to be curious, ask lots of questions, judge less, ask more, try to learn from others, which includes networking far and wide. I've been very deliberate over my professional life. If anyone looks at my LinkedIn profile, the contacts I have from a whole variety of industries from around the world, who I've been able to learn from and share information with. And I've been incredibly fortunate they've been very willing to share information with me as well. And then, as others have already said, paying it forward. Being a volunteer in your own community, in your professional industry, ways to support new people in the industry, ways to support new learners, find opportunities to teach. Maybe it's just a guest lecture, maybe it's teaching a whole college course. I was incredibly blessed to teach for 5 years as a sessional part-time at University of Fraser Valley in a special topics 4th year criminology course. It allowed me to learn in a different way as well. I wasn't just teaching, I was learning from the students and learning by keeping up on the readings. Find a way to mentor others. We've all had wonderful mentors to get us here, but as you mentor others, you too will learn from that person and you will see them be successful. It's a phenomenal legacy to have. So I look back over this lifetime career, it makes me feel very old, Neil. I was stunned when I got the email from you. It did make me feel old, but gave me that opportunity to start to reflect over what I've learned from these many years. And I think the biggest thing I take away is just the relationships, whether it was a mentor, a partner, a subordinate, somebody I've met through volunteer relationships. All of those relationships I've nourished and maintained over time, and most are still active. It's those relationships I think have been the richest part of my learning experience over the years. The people I've been so truly blessed to work with and learn from. So to all of them whose names I can't list, thank you very much. Again, thank you, Neil and Canadian Security, for this honor. It's incredible. And again, congratulations to the other award winners today. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Mark. I think I'm a little jealous of your trip. I think I need to plan a long road trip myself one day soon. But we wish you a safe journey as you head home. Just a couple of days away, I guess, now, but I'm sure you're looking forward to getting home.